Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha, the ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters. O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, 11th Adhyay, and Arjuna is now all repentant. Arjuna wants to ratify the mistakes that he has committed earlier. When not knowing the real nature of Krishna, Arjuna had treated Krishna just like an ordinary friend. He has used all those disrespectful words. Maybe he has scolded also. Maybe he has done it when alone. When he has done it when they are in the group with other people. And now Arjuna is ashamed. Arjuna is feeling guilty that, my God, what have I done? This person here standing in front of me is the originator of this entire creation. He is the father of these entire creatures, all the creatures in this creation, the moving and non-moving creatures, the charachara, pitasi lokasya characharasya. And he is the supreme most guru of the gurus who is who deserves such a great worship. Tvamasya pujyascha gurur gariyan. Oh Krishna, you deserve that. The great worship. You should be adored by this entire world for being the greatest of the gurus. You are the ultimate knowledge giver. You are the knower and to be known. That is what Arjuna had told earlier. You are the knower and the to be known. You are the ultimate guru who ought to be worshipped by each and everyone in this world. So, pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pujyascha gurur gariyan na tvatsamaha asti abhi adhikaha. There is no one who is like you, who can excel you. There is no one in this creation who can be at par with you. You are unparalleled, you are unequal. Na tvat samaha asti abhya adhikaha kutonyo lokatrayepi apratima prabhava. Who in these three worlds, who in this entire universe can even come next to you? Who can even excel you? Who can cross you? Who can, put you down? It is just not possible. You are the one and only one. And having known this, now Arjuna again is seeking forgiveness of Lord Krishna. Arjuna says, tasmātpraṇamya praṇidhāya kāyaṃ prasādaye tvāmahamīśamīḍyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyuḥ priyaḥ priyāyārhasi deva soḍhum. Now Arjuna, in this 44th Shloka that we are going to read today, he has brought forward one great principle in the the science of devotion, in the art of devotion, in the subject of devotion. That is what now Arjuna says, that now I am prostrating before you. I am just my salutations, humblest salutations to you. I am prostrating before you. tasmātpraṇamya praṇidhāya kāyaṃ. Therefore, bowing down, prostrating my body. Now, it is not just that formal namaskara that we do after going to the temple. Sometimes we are in a hurry. We don't have time to spend much. So, what we do? Or sometimes we don't even enter temple. While walking across the temple, we suddenly see a temple and then we just do like this. That's it. A formal namaskara to the God, to the idol inside. Sometimes we don't even see the idol. But just, yes, out of reverence we do it. But that is not the true namaskara. That is a namaskara for the sake of doing namaskara. That is namaste for the sake of doing namaste to the Lord. But now here Arjuna says, I am salutating you, prostrating my body, sāṣṭāṅga namaskar. I am praṇamya praṇidhāya kāyaṃ, prostrating my whole body in front of you. Now I am bowing down to you, I am making my salutations to you. Prasādaye. Prasādaye is seeking forgiveness. Normally as a prasad we infer by some kind of something that is given to us when we bow down before the priest will come and put some prasad in our hand. Now here, what is the prasad that Arjuna is seeking from the Lord? Arjuna is seeking forgiveness. Prasādaye tvāmaham īśamīḍyam. I am seeking forgiveness from you, O Lord. Īśamīḍyam. Īśamīḍyam is most adorable, most reverential, most respectful. Lord, I am seeking forgiveness for you. That is going to be my prasad. That is going to be, your forgiving me is going to be my prasad, and I don't want anything less than that. I don't want anything more than that. I want that prasad. I want that forgiveness. Prasādaye tvāmaham īśamīḍyam. O greatest adorable Lord, forgive me now. I have done all those mistakes, knowingly, unknowingly, in a jovial manner, in not so jovial manner, being alone with you or in the company with you, and under all those different circumstances, I might have acted so foolishly with you, considering you to be just my ordinary friend. But no, now I know you are the Lord of all. You are the Father of this creation. You are the originator of this creation. You are the most adorable, admirable Guru of the Gurus. So now I am bowing down before you, full prostrate. With the prostrate body, I am bowing down before you, seeking your forgiveness, O greatest adorable Lord of the Lords. Now, what kind of forgiveness Arjuna is seeking? Now, the second portion of this verse, this is a great teaching to the devotees. This is how we develop that bhava. This is how we develop that rasa for seeking the forgiveness, seeking the love, seeking the affection, seeking the compassion, seeking the mercy of the Lord. Now, what are these different relationships? They exist between the devotee and the Lord. Piteva, putrasya, sakheva, sakhyuḥ, priyaḥ, priyāyārhasi, deva, soḍhum. This is the great teaching. You love me. You shower your affection on me like piteva, putrasya. Like a father, like a parent showers that affection on their children. Piteva, putrasya. Sakheva, sakhyuḥ. Like a great dear friend showers that love and affection on his friend. Sakheva, sakhyuḥ. Or priyaḥ, priyāyārhasi. Or a lover showers all that love and affection on his beloved. And then Arhasi deva soḍhum. And you bear with my mistakes, you bear with my foolishness, and you bear with me as such. You bear with me. I have done all these wrong things, considering you to be just an ordinary mortal friend of mine. So please bear with me. Soḍhum. Soḍhum is bear with me. As a father bears with his child. As a friend bears with his friend. And yes, I have treated you like a friend. I have behaved with you like a friend. But then, like a real true friend, bear with me. Like a real father, bear with me as I am your child. Like a true friend, you bear with me as your friend. And like a lover, you bear with me. Supposing among lovers, one does something wrong, and is it that all the time they go on fighting? No. One lover bears with his beloved because the other person is his beloved. For the lover, there is nothing wrong that the beloved can do. So that doing wrong is borne with a magnanimous heart by the lover. So likewise, Arjuna says, like a lover, bear with me as your beloved. Now these three moods that Arjuna has talked about, these are actually part of the five bhavas. Five bhavas, the relationship between a devotee and the Lord. There are this Shanta Bhava, Dasya Bhava, Sakhya Bhava, then Madhurya Bhava, Vatsalya Bhava. Vatsalya Bhava is a parental love. Maybe I can love Lord as a parent, like Yashoda loved Krishna, that tiny Krishna. I can love Lord maybe as a child, like you are the father, you are the mother, I am your child. That mood that Sri Ramakrishna always held for the Divine Mother. You are the Divine Mother, I am your... Sri Ramakrishna was always a simple, guileless, simple child of the Divine Mother. That Vatsalya, that Bhava, Vatsalya Bhava, that Lord is the mother, I am the child. So here, Arjuna is imploring Lord, you be my father, I am child. You bear with me as if I am your child, you are my father. Then there is a Sakhya Bhava. You bear with me like I am your closest friend. What? The friendship, Arjuna, the friendship. Yes, Arjuna and Sri Krishna had the friendship. Sri Krishna and Sudama had. That kind of friendship, that kind of bhava. Or there can be Madhurya Bhava. The divine love between Radha and Krishna. That is the ultimate example that we can learn from. The example of the Madhura Bhava, Radha and Krishna. Such a purest of the pure Madhura Bhava. Yes, Radha had dedicated herself to Krishna. You are my all in all. There was all her love, all her affection, all her innermost feelings. They were only for Krishna. So that is the Madhurya Bhava. Then of course there is also the Dasya Bhava. The Dasya Bhava of Hanuman and Sri Ram. I am your servant. You are my master. So these are the different bhava, and Arjuna has referred to these three very important bhava in this shloka. The Vatsalya Bhava, or the paternal aspect of devotion between the Lord and the devotee. Then the camaraderie, the friendship between the Lord and the devotee, the Sakhya Bhava. And the Madhurya Bhava, the feeling of that great devotion a lover has for the beloved. Feeling for that great love and affection a lover has for the beloved. But not in the worldly sense. This love, that lover and the beloved, it is of a very high plane. It is of a very high. There no sexual feelings are involved in that. It is just the meeting of two hearts. And in that context, Arjuna has requested Sri Krishna, you please bear with me. I have done all those mistakes, but please bear with me, like a father bears with his son, like a friend bears with his friend, and like a lover behaves, a lover bears with the undoing or wrongdoing of his beloved. Please don't take it to your heart. Please forgive me, and for that I am bowing down before you. I am prostrating before you, O Lord of Lords. Therefore, bowing down, prostrating my body, I implore you, adorable Lord, to forgive me. Now Arjuna is ultimately seeking forgiveness. Bear with me, O Lord, as a father with his son, as a friend with his friend, as a lover with his beloved. So now Arjuna is telling Krishna that you may take up any of these three forms in treating me in one of those bhava. You become my father, you become my friend, you become my lover, and treat me the way you want, but please bear with me and forgive me. What a beautiful quote here. When the glory of the Lord is realized, man cannot help adoring him naturally. That is the only thing man can do once realized the true nature of the Lord. That adoration spontaneously expresses itself as bowing down and prostrating. It is also out of guilt. It is also out of realization of the mistakes that he has done of not truly understanding the Lord in his true perspective. A vast difference in power and wealth among the worldly people creates gulf between man and man. Different social positions, different social status, that create all these differences between the man and man. But the greatness of God is no hindrance to the insignificant man gaining free access to him. For we as a people, we may have some kind of our egos and some kind of I am higher, he is lower, I am higher, she is lower, that kind of differentiation. But when the poorest of the poor devotee gets that realization, becomes so close to the Lord, then there is no differentiation between that devotee and the Lord. Arjuna feels instinctively the filial love of son for the father. Suddenly Arjuna gets into that bhava. Suddenly Arjuna realizes there are different ways of loving God. There are different ways of expressing your devotion towards God. And Arjuna now mentions three of them. The filial love, the love a son has for his father, and says, like a father bears with his son, please bear with me. He also realizes that feelingness of oneness with the Lord as a true friend, as the ultimate friend, and says, bear with me as a friend bears with his friend. And then finally, it is the relationship of the lovers. Arjuna says, yes, bear with me as a lover bears with his beloved. The lover bears with the wrongs done by his beloved. So, use any of these three, but please bear with me and please forgive me. So this is the teaching Arjuna has given to us. These are the three ways we can also approach the Lord. We can also approach the Lord saying, Lord, treat me as your son. Saying, Lord, treat me as your friend. Or, Lord, you be the lover and treat me like your beloved. Please bear all the misgivings of mine. Please bear all the misdeeds of mine and forgive me and make me one with you. So that was the 44th shloka. Incidentally, on this shloka, Sri Ramakrishna's entire life was spent on this bhava. He was always the blessed child of the mother. Although during his sadhana, he practiced all the different bhava, Shanta, Dasya, Vatsalya, Sakhyuḥ and Madhurya. When he was undergoing that phase of Madhura Bhav, during that entire duration, Sri Ramakrishna, he was really like a handmaid of the Lord, like a lover of the Lord. He was dressed in the feminine clothes, in sari, with all the ornaments. And in that sadhana, he had the realization of oneness with the Lord, oneness with Krishna. So what Sri Ramakrishna has to talk about this bhava aspect that Arjuna has brought out here in this 44th shloka. Sri Ramakrishna says, when man develops ecstatic love, he feels God as his own. Then for him the God is his own. Whether as a father, whether as a mother, whether as a friend, whether as a true master. In fact, Ramakrishna had also practiced the Dasya Bhava. And while practicing the Dasya Bhava, the spirit of Hanuman, that great, the servant of Lord Sri Ram, Sri Ramakrishna was overpowered by that spirit of Hanuman, and he didn't think of anything else. He had merged himself in the spirit of Lord Hanuman, for that matter. So that is how Sri Ramakrishna practiced all these 5 different bhava sadhanas. Now Sri Ramakrishna says, it is like the gopis of Vrindavan identifying themselves with Sri Krishna. They were all in the Madhurya Bhava. The gopis of Sri Krishna, they had a Madhura Bhava for Krishna. That you are our husband. You are our beloved. They always called him Gopinath and not as Jagannath. For gopis, Lord Krishna was always Gopinath, the Lord of the gopis, the beloved of the gopis. Gopis never worshipped, addressed, adored Krishna as Jagannath, the Lord of the creation, the Lord of the world, the Lord of the universe. For them, who is that Lord of the universe? We don't know. We only know Gopinath, the Lord of the gopis. So that is the kind of oneness, that is the kind of the bhava that one gets into when one starts worshipping, when starts adoring Lord in that form. So Arjuna says here to Krishna that I'm using all these 3 forms. You can also use any of these 3 forms of, our relationship, and bear with me, bear with my misdeeds, bear with my mistakes if I have done any. Please forgive me. That this is 44th shloka is actually a kind of a guideline for people who are walking on this path of devotion. This exemplifies the 3 bhava from the total 5 bhava that are practiced by sadhakas, by those who are following the devotional mode of worshipping the Lord. So that was 44th shloka of the Vishwarupa Darshana, the 11th adhyaya of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami Ji.